This is your warning right now. There will be spoilers for Pokemon Pokopia. If you don't want to see them, click off now. Otherwise, hello, it is me, Fresh Baked Niche, back at it again. Clearly I'll be playing some Pokopia here as I talk. I've made quite a bit of progress. I am very, very addicted to this game, so much so. I just want to talk about it with you guys while I, make just a little more progress. But, yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I was not 100% convinced on this game when they were first showing it. I was like, it's kind of cute. It's like weird knockoff Minecraft. It's, it's whatever. It's fine. And then all of a sudden it was like, there's a bit more going on. Okay, no, this might be something I'll get. And then the price came out and it was $70 and it was like, okay, that's not that's not great. And then it was like, oh, it's digital only, which I hate. I hate digital only. So, it was just a lot of things that added up, and it made me just go, probably not for me. But then they showed more, and then they showed more, and then they showed more. And then all of a sudden, hey, other people started playing it. Other people started talking about it, and it was getting really good reviews. And apparently we barely scratched the surface in what they were showing us. And it's like, that's kind of exciting. Okay. And then like that last treehouse really kind of sold me on it. I'm like, all right, you know what? I'll put in the pre-order. I'll get it. Fine. Whatever. And yeah, I've been hooked. Like literally since day one. It is so good. And, I think part of that is the atmosphere. Because, like, again, spoilers here, but, like, you start off in the middle of that first area that they show in, like, all the trailers and everything. And, it's... You just kind of appear, and Tangrowth's there by himself, and he's just like, oh, hey, dude. You look like a person. What? Hello, big guy. Yeah, you're just like, oh, hey, what's up? What's good? And go away. He's just like, yeah, look, this town is like fucked, dude. Like super de-duper, not happy times. And, it's like, okay, great. So, you start building it up, you start taking care of things, and it comes alive, and you start going through the story, which I'm going to talk about, like what I know so far and what I think is really going on. But hey, Dratini. But like you start building up on it, then you start finding the treasures, you start finding like newspaper clippings and photographs and all this stuff, and it's just like, okay, I'm like 90% sure we're in Kanto. I know what's going on. This is oops. It's just like, okay, there's stuff happening. What's up? And I initially, like genuinely initially, I was like, clearly this area is really dry. Clearly stuff's going on. And it's one of those things where it was like, maybe Groudon did this. Like, this is just screaming something he would do. Like, maybe this is the universe where he won. Ugh. And like maybe that's what's up. But then like you start meeting legendaries. Like I met Kyogre and he was just like, yeah, I was asleep and just hanging out. I met Raikou and he's just like, oh yeah, I saw stuff. I think people came back. And it's like, okay. So clearly the legendaries didn't do this, or at least not any of the ones we've seen so far have done it. And okay, sure. But like, what's up? Well, then you start reading more of the stuff about the world, and it's like, oh, there are these like crazy storms, and they're just tearing everything up, and it is affecting like everyone on the globe. And, you know, this is like the big story thing, at least that I'm aware of right now. Hey, you know, humanity kind of needs to get off world or they're going to perish. And the only way we apparently can save our little Pokemon here is to put them all on a PC, which I had those feelings when they were showing off those first trailers because, you know, one of the big things I feel like that kept happening was, hey, you know, like why is it that you just kind of popped out of nowhere? Why does everybody else keep just popping out of nowhere? And it's like, oh, because everybody was in the PC storage system and now they're just being like unleashed finally. Like, I guess it's like it's had its time because clearly the world was ravaged. And like if you go to like the beach area, oh yeah, what's up, Tinkaton? Wait, that's a different weapon. Yo, that's not the hammer. Or is it the hammer? No, that's a multi-tool. Let's go. Sorry, I'm gonna get excited and see things as we're doing this. God, I don't know even where I was. But yeah, so like it makes sense. Like, okay, Pokemon just keep appearing because they were in the PC system, except for the ones that weren't. Because, you know, like Mosslax was just a Snorlax who got his shit rocked and he decided to take a depression nap in a cave for apparently so long that it crumbled around him and he grew vegetation because he was just out for so long. And it's like, okay, that's interesting. And like Kyogre said they were asleep. And, you know, it's like, okay, so clearly something happened, but weirdly no one knows anything about the people except you. And I think my only gripe so far is like you're finding this out, but you apparently aren't willing to tell anybody. I just realized the audio might have been kicking on. I apologize. But like nobody knows where the people are except you to an extent, and that's loosely based on the fact that like they kept saying they're going to build a spaceship and they kept saying they were going to go to space. But we don't know if they did or not. Like that's in itself just insane. Like we got off world. You know, that's chatty, build a house, chatty. Okay. You know, like that's just, in my opinion, like that's just ridiculous. Like that is just, it's insane to think that like we left our friends and like clearly people were remorseful about this to an extent. Like I know it sounds like your trainer. I'm not sure if it is yet or not, but like they were making mention of the fact that like, yeah, I left my partner Pokemon in the PC and I went to go travel all the towns real quick before I depart because I just want to have those good memories. And it's like, okay, but who's your partner? And it's like, is it us? I feel like it's us. Oh, hey, stuff. Oh, good, more rocket stuff. So, you know, it's just one of those things where it's just like, it's building on itself and it's just, the world is so nice. And like the Pokemon seem very genuine in the sense that like, some of them don't really care. And some care a little too much. Like, I mean, Tangrowth definitely has a weird thing where, based on the early letters, like, he's clearly the Tangela that the actual professor of the area found, which I don't know who it's supposed to be, because, like, we don't know how long it's been. And whoever that person is had a grandkid, and he was that Tangela given to that grandkid. And, you know, it's, like, there's a lot to it with him, and I don't think he's being completely honest with us, because I think he knows more than he's letting on to, truthfully. Like, I think he's playing very, very stupid. Just because, how is he this old and talking about how long ago things were and how he remembers how things were, but has no concept of anything? Because, I mean, like, clearly he's weathered. Clearly he's been around the block. So, you know, what's up, dude? What's good? And that's, I look forward to discovering the rest of this. And I think it was Nintendo Life said, you got to the credits and they were crying. And at first I'm like, in a game like this, how? And I'm starting to realize, like, yeah, I could see it. Like, I could very much see that being the case. This is, like, I feel like this is the level of story we've been wanting for years. I mean, other than genuinely voice acting, which I don't even think they need. I kind of like that everything's cries. Um, when they do talk. Obviously, you guys aren't hearing my audio because I'm still having issues with this new capture card, but, you know, and I think it's just, it's one of those things. And, oh, this one's 3 pages. Hold on. Oh, man. So, yeah, he probably got out. He knows more than he's talking about. He definitely knows more than he's talking about. Whatever, dude. It's like, it's charming. It's nice. The flow is so good. I mean, genuinely, I was going to play a little bit before work, and I got so distracted with everything else. Like just the flow, because you go from, oh, I'm gonna plant some flowers here and wait for a dude to spawn, and oh, I'm building a house now, and oh, now I'm collecting some stuff for this person, and oh yeah, I think I have this material already. Let me just do this. Like, it's intense, and it has just such a nice flow to it all that it gets very, it's very addicting. It's very, very addicting. And I think it's also rewarding for people who have been in the franchise long enough. I mean, clearly they have Pokemon from generations 1 through 9 here. And, like, there you go, Sprigatito. Like, it's one of those things where if you've been with the franchise for 30 years, you know what's up. And that is insane to me. So, I am very pleased with this. I hope it continues to be as good as it is. And I look forward to hearing other people's opinions on it. I unfortunately have been very, very intentionally staying out of the loop. And it's killing me because so many people are talking about it. And, it's... You need to put a hose in the water to use. Okay. It's one of those things where, like, I guess I can just say people's names. I don't think it matters. Like Arlo and Zane Games, like, they are playing this game. They are... What do you mean? What is going on? Like, they're doing live streams. They are talking about it, and I am just... I want to engage so bad. But, like, none of my friends have this, and I don't want to get spoiled for it. And I really think this is one of those things where, you play through it once. Maybe you play through it again and again and again. I'm not sure yet, but in at least the meantime, I don't want this ruined for me, and I don't want this ruined for anybody else either. Like, this is a really good title, and I want to just... I want to just keep talking about it and keep, like, theorizing with things up until the point where I know everything. But, until that moment, I just... Like, I'm in this weird box where, like, I can't really talk about it. I mean, obviously I'm making this video, but it's not the same. It's really not. Anyways, I'm sorry. I'm like, just actually genuinely just trying to play this game and just do whatever. I also apologize for not getting a video out last week. I am just coming off of like a 2 weeks long sickness. I don't know, there's like a bug going around my area like really, really bad. And it is just bad, man. So, I'll get back in the swing of things, and hopefully we'll get back to like actually better structured stuff. I've got some ideas, I certainly do. It's a matter of if I can make them and not when. Thank you for sticking with me if you've watched this far. Like, subscribe, whatever, man. It's that's up to you. I'll keep putting out stuff. I'll keep talking nonsense. And I do plan on making some posts on Blue Sky about this game eventually. I wanted to give it a minute and try to let people at least enjoy it, because I know I keep getting like X notifications for I forget the dude's name right now, from somebody who like they got it day one and they basically played the entire thing and they're like done with it already. And it's like, oh, that's awesome, that's cool, but like let me experience it myself. But I think that's gonna do it for this episode. Thank you. And I guess I hope to see you guys in the next one, and have a good day and all that. Yeah, bye.